While the country and liberals have been rightfully celebrating a good couple of days in which the Confederate flag has been taken down from multiple state houses, Obamacare has been upheld by the Supreme Court, and gay marriage has been legalized across America, a wave of black church-related terror has swept through the South. Multiple churches, somewhere between 4 and 10 churches, have already been burned down. Now, federal authorities are saying they can't actually prove that there's any link between them yet, but I'm going to give you the details, and I'm going to point out exactly why it doesn't matter if there is a link. It is horrible all the same. Now, this information is culled from a number of different sources, including BuzzFeed, Raw Story, the New York Times, the AP. Now, they are doing a good job in discussing this. For some reason, cable news, the mainstream news, they don't seem to want to talk about this. I understand there's been big news, but this is terror. This is a wave of terrorist attack against black churches in the wake of an extremely deadly attack against a black church less than 2 weeks ago. This should be front page news. I don't understand why it's not. So first, on Monday, someone set fire to College Hills Seventh-day Adventist Church in Tennessee. They placed bales of hay outside the church doors and lit them ablaze. They also burned the church van. This is not an accident. They purposefully burnt down the church. On Tuesday, God's Power Church of Christ in Georgia was set on fire. Electronics and other equipment were also stolen. Authorities told reporters there is no evidence of a hate crime, though. Just, again, another prominent black church in the South. On Wednesday, Briar Creek Baptist Church in North Carolina was burned down, causing at least $250,000 in damage. Took 75 firefighters to get it under control. Okay, but the church has been destroyed. On Friday, Glover Grove Missionary Baptist Church in South Carolina was also destroyed. The FBI has been called in. Now, no one has been found to be linked to these burnings yet. They are done under the cover of darkness. They are done in one of the most cowardly ways that you can attack a group. Wait until they're all gone, go in the cover of night, and burn down a church. And you can bet your ass that these one and all, the people doing this, are fucking Christians. Okay? And they're going in, they're burning down God's Power Church, Glover Grove Missionary Baptist Church, Briar Creek Baptist Church. For some reason, okay, their strong Christian faith is not stopping them from burning down property and potentially killing people who might be inside of those churches at night. Now, those are the 4 that have been specifically identified. We have sporadic reports of others that have been burned down. These are the 4 that are being investigated by the FBI right now. Now, as I said, the FBI, a spokesman said they're being investigated to determine who's responsible and what motives are behind them. I'm not sure there is any reason to link them together at this point. Now, when they say that, what they mean is we can't link them in terms of one group or one individual who is doing all these burnings. And the fact that they are separated by states in some cases over the course of just days implies that it is not just one person. It might not even be one group. But there is something that links them together. It might not be a group, but it is an ideology. It is an approach to the black culture in America that is rightfully incensed at the killing of 9 of their members just a little while ago by Dylann Roof. They're active. They're getting something out of it. The taking down of these flags. Now, that is not what this community wants. What they want is to be safe to worship without people going in and shooting up their church. What they want is to have the same rights, both in terms of their safety and in terms of their political expression, in terms of voting, all those things that everyone else in this country has. Now, they're not getting that right now. What they're getting is some flags being taken down, which is at least something, I suppose. And in the wake of that single act of terror by Dylann Roof, we now have a string of potential copycats, those who they don't even have the strength or the bravery to face people as they go in and gun them down. They're going in the middle of the night to burn down these churches. Now, as I said, that is what links these together. I don't care if it's the same person. I don't care if it's the same group. It is the same frame of mind that has led to all these churches being burned down. And since no one has been caught, there's no reason to believe that this isn't going to continue. Now, we're not going to ignore it. Here on my show on the Young Turks Network, we're going to be talking about this throughout the week. For some reason, mainstream media can't. Can you imagine if 4 synagogues had been burned down? If 4 white churches had been burned down? Hell, if 4 mosques had been burned down, it would be front page news. It would be everywhere, on every blog. Huffington Post, front page. Now, the Huffington Post is actually talking about it. I don't mean to single them out. But it would be everywhere, okay? And it would not be one crazy individual who would burn them down, okay? This is an organization, Okay, these are perhaps individual cells, but this is white supremacy run amok in 2015 in the American South, and it needs to be stopped. But before it can be stopped, it needs to at least be identified. It needs to be discussed. I'm doing my part. You do your part by discussing this on social media, sharing articles about these burnings, doing whatever you can to help track down who it is that did these, okay, before they burn down any more churches or, God forbid, actually kill someone.